Guilt was a heavy cloak, its weight pulling her down. Each breath was a struggle. Shadows clung to her, whispers of past mistakes echoing in her ears. She was lost in a maze of self-reproach, her spirit wilting under the burden. Sleep offered no escape, only haunted dreams and restless nights. The world seemed to move on, a vibrant tapestry she could no longer connect with. Joy felt like a distant memory, a songbird that had flown away. One day, a whisper broke through the darkness. It was faint, almost imperceptible, but it carried a weight of promise. In the midst of despair, it was a beacon, a glimmer of something more, a suggestion, soft as the breeze, to turn to prayer. It was a call to seek solace, to find comfort in the unseen, to trust in the intangible. Could she, after all she'd done, seek solace in something so pure? The question lingered, heavy and persistent. Her past was a shadow, a constant reminder of her mistakes. Doubt warred with desperation, but the need for peace was stronger. The internal battle raged on, but the whisper of hope was relentless, urging her to take a step forward. She began tentatively, words hesitant and choked with emotion. Each syllable was a struggle, but with every whispered prayer, she felt a tiny bit of the weight lift from her shoulders. Each prayer was a step into the unknown, a fragile thread spun with hope and fear. It was a journey, a path she had never walked before, but one she felt compelled to follow. But with each uttered word, a tiny flicker of light sparked within the darkness. It was a light that grew stronger with every prayer, illuminating the path ahead, guiding her towards a new dawn. The more she prayed, the more the shadows seemed to recede. The guilt that had been a suffocating weight began to loosen its grip. The whispers of the past, though still present, no longer held the same power. Like sunlight breaking through storm clouds, forgiveness began to dawn in her heart. It wasn't easy. There were moments of doubt, times when the darkness threatened to engulf her again, but she clung to prayer, her lifeline in the storm. Section 4. Bathing in forgiveness. With each prayer, she felt lighter, as if a weight was being lifted from her soul. The burdens she carried, the regrets and the mistakes, seemed to dissolve in the warmth of her newfound peace. Each moment of reflection brought her closer to a state of grace, a place where she could forgive herself and others. The world, once shrouded in gray, started to regain its color. The vibrant hues of life began to seep back into her vision, painting her surroundings with hope and renewal. It was as if the very essence of nature was responding to her inner transformation, mirroring her journey from darkness to light. The songbird of joy, so long absent, began to sing again, its melody tentative at first, then gradually growing stronger. Its song was a reminder of the beauty that still existed in the world, a beauty she had almost forgotten. The bird's tune resonated with her heart, filling the empty spaces with a sense of belonging and happiness. The guilt hadn't vanished entirely, but it no longer defined her. It was a shadow of its former self, a distant echo that no longer held power over her. She had learned to coexist with it, to acknowledge its presence without letting it dominate her thoughts and actions. This acceptance brought her a profound sense of peace. It was a part of her past, a lesson learned. Each memory, each mistake, was a stepping stone on her path to self-discovery and growth. She looked back not with regret, but with understanding and compassion for the person she once was. This retrospection allowed her to move forward with a lighter heart. In its place bloomed forgiveness, a gentle flower pushing through the cracks in her hardened heart. This forgiveness was not just for others, but for herself. It was a delicate yet resilient force, capable of healing the deepest wounds. As it grew, it brought with it a sense of renewal and the promise of a brighter future. Section 5. A New Dawn. She no longer feared the shadows. The darkness that once enveloped her was now a distant memory, a testament to her resilience and strength. She had faced her fears head-on, and in doing so discovered a wellspring of courage within herself. She had found peace, not in forgetting, but in accepting. Acceptance had become her mantra, a gentle reminder that the past could not be changed, but her perspective on it could. Through meditation and reflection, she embraced her journey, finding serenity in the present moment. Her hands, once clenched in anguish, now rested peacefully in prayer. The transformation was profound. Where there was once tension and pain, there was now calm and surrender. Her prayers were no longer cries for help, but whispers of gratitude. They were no longer clenched in a desperate plea, but offered in gratitude. Each prayer was a testament to her growth, a symbol of her journey from despair to hope. She had learned to appreciate the small moments, to find joy in the simple act of being. The journey had been long and arduous, but she had emerged from the darkness, stronger and more resilient. Every step she took was a victory, every challenge a lesson. The forest paths she walked were no longer daunting, but inviting, each one leading her closer to her true self. Prayer had been her guide, leading her through the storm and into the sunlight of a new dawn. The storms she faced were fierce, but her faith was fiercer. With each prayer, she felt the weight of her burdens lift, replaced by a sense of peace and purpose. Let prayer be your compass, guiding you through the storms of guilt and remorse. In the darkest moments, it was her unwavering faith that illuminated the path ahead. She learned to trust in the journey, knowing that each storm would eventually pass, giving way to clearer skies. Find solace in its embrace, and let the light of forgiveness illuminate your path. Forgiveness, both of herself and others, became her beacon. It was through this light that she found her way, emerging from the shadows into the warm embrace of a new dawn. Thank you for watching. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting content. We'd love to hear from you. Share your prayer requests or stories in the comments below. Let's continue this journey of faith together. See you in the next video.